we're going to show you how to create a class and use the class that you create. Okay. We're going to create a new project. Now let's think about what we're going to do today. We're going to do a person. So create a person class. So I'm going to call person for project. New class, right? So the class name person. I don't need to have main anymore because we're gonna have a driver class, right? So person, we were talking about UML diagram, right? So if you use UML diagram, it's pretty much so first row is going to be person. Now what's the attributes? The attribute is age, okay? And we like to have private, right? Age. And data type. So what's the size of the int? What's the size? Bit 32 or 64. 32, right? You use byte, that's enough for age. You don't want to occupy too much spaces in the memory. We need to format the cells to string or text. Alright, so let's talk about age again. So the reason I use byte, because byte is, how many bits are there? Yes, 8 bits. And we talk about primitive data type. This is the point that you should concern when you declare. You not just pick things like as you like. You should think about what is the right one. Int is okay, it's whole number, but anybody aged 65,000 years old? And why you want to waste spaces using 32 bits? Right? So if you don't understand this, read this one, primitive data types. It's minus 128 to 127. That's enough. So why you want to waste your spaces? I don't think so, because nobody is going to download your apps to use. I'm going to delete that one. It's occupied too much memory for my phone. Alright, so now what else? Name, right? String. What else you want to have for this person? Okay, what's the type? Okay. Now he has to be careful. And then we have getter and setter methods, right? Get, right? Age, right? Type is return set age. Pass in the age as byte to set, right? And the type is void, right? Same with get name, right? Set name. So what's get name? Type. Return string, right? Set name. Type is void, but you have to pass in the name. Right, so this is going to be name string. And also you need the plus sign, right, to represent public, correct? On each of the methods. So it's going to be the same for what? For wage too, set name, get name. And then we need toString, correct? So all the classes you're supposed to have toString too. Alright, so get wage. Type is double or float. We use float, right? And set. I try just to draw the Uml diagram, right, at this point. And type is void. And then toString, right? Return a. Returns information about the person, including all the attributes. And we're supposed to have 3 rows, right? That. So that's UML diagram for a person. Make sense? So now we're gonna write this in Java. We're gonna translate this into Java in Eclipse. Alright, so we have the attributes right here, age, name, wage, and we already have defined those are private plus, right? Age is byte, age, private, name, private. You know, I'm going to finish this in less than 3 minutes. Look at the time now. Okay, 22, right? Look at that. I'm going to finish less than 3 minutes. This is supposed to be easy assignment. Float, wage. Okay, and I'm going to explain you too. I don't have to be rushed. Less than 3 minutes. Public, right? We need a constructor, right? Person. And this is going to be initialized, right? Which I'm going to generate. You're supposed to type, but I'll show you why I finished less than in 3 minutes. Voila! Get and set. See that? Source generate toStrings without attributes at the end. Voila! I got toString. Alright. So, oh, I still have time left though. Right, so source. Let's do the constructor. See that? Using fields. Voila, right? So now I asked you to create this constructor, use this, right? Age, which you can just put 0, right? Name, right? And wage to initialize that. Remember? Float. Oh, because float is f. You have to specify f as a float. This age person byte string float, byte string float. Chain constructor person byte string float. Oh, because it started as int, you have to tell it as byte. Because when it says 0, it started as int, right? How do we tell the program is byte? Huh? Let's cast it then. There you go. Alright. Oh, I'm just right on time. I'm done, right? See that? Alright, so we pretty much has the attributes, right? And constructor, two constructors done. We just used shortcut from Eclipse to generate the source code for you. Get sets, and the method are exactly what we define on our UML diagram, right? Like that, right? Byte void set h void. See that? You pass parameter in. Set name, set wage, get wage, and toString. Now, we want to talk about toString like why override. I will talk about that because it's supposed to override to your parents, which is the object in this case. All Java classes has a parent as object, and object has toString. That means you can type any way that you want, right? Like now, by default, it's going to have that brackets. So let's try to see how can I use this. I'm going to create a new class, person, right? And let's say driver class. So this one we need a main. Alright. So this is just like we try to use now, right? So let's say I want to create an instance of a scanner keyboard equals to new scanner. That's how you use the class before, correct? And you need to import pretty much just file location where your scanner is located. Now I want to do the same with person, right? So I want to instantiate that too. Person is a class, right? So a person could be the name of the person. Okay. Equals to new person. Now age 18, not 81. Wage. Let me guess. Now, this is why I say you need to know float because we're dealing with float. And this is byte. I think they should have a way to deal with byte, right? Let's check. Anybody can check. And now just cast for now, right? Like float, you do F. I think byte should be the symbol for that. Now, we got, since we have an access, right, to everything to print out. Let's say I want to say system dot out dot print. So if I say Olivier, it's going to call the toString one. There you go. That's toString version. Return the values of, right? But if you just do like to get a name, get name, right? So it's going to just return the name. See that? Alright, at the end of the video, I want to show you if I want to set to Java, I go to project properties and change to libraries, change from J 1.7 to 1.8, just go here.